your brainwaves tight, let's start the show. DJ, download, dropping heat today. Business tip stocks and the tech runway. Breaking news edges cutting through the fray. Tune it up, turn it loud.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the DGen download. Let's dive right into it. You guys know the markets are still crazy. Trump is still doing some wild stuff with the tariffs. I think today they just came out, the EU came out and said they're going to put tariffs on our stuff. And Trump came out and said, okay, we're going to do a 200% tariff on pretty much all alcohol coming out of Europe, which was freaking some people out because, a lot of people like that kind of stuff. So let's just kick it off right there. Sam, Dakota, whoever wants to jump in, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, first of all, I'm about to start applying to jobs at Chipotle, McDonald's, honestly, because, I don't know about you guys, but I'm down about probably $1 million at this point since my all-time high, So I would say, I'm holding, I'm not selling, but my largest bags were Robinhood. I stupidly bought Hims at the top right before the GLP-1 announcement. And then crypto's tanked, but none of the theses have changed really. So, I'm just holding for now and just kind of going to see what's happening. Hopefully we get some good crypto news or something, but yeah, the tariffs and everything, not bueno.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. These are all macro events that are, shooting down the price. Like he said, nothing really changed. There was no bombshell news, no collapse, no, insolvency. So this is all just based on, people. Well, a lot of paper hands in the market currently. A lot of people, they just saw the historic run that we've had for the last few years, and they kind of were like, man, it seems where, stock only go up. You buy stocks and you make money. You buy crypto and you make money. It was to the point where you even had quote unquote normies, reaching out to people saying, man, should I start getting into crypto? What's this Trump coin? What's this? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those factors, there's a lot. It kind of turned out to be kind of like the perfect storm where a lot of different, non-beneficial factors for us, because we're heavily into the markets right now, and we're both, we've been taking hard losses every single day for about a month and a half straight with almost no. I mean, there was maybe one little relief bump up here and there, but it's been absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
people are getting liquidated, so it's I kind of think it's kind of just you gotta hold and pray at this point.
Yeah, so let me jump in here. We've been on a downswing, right? I don't, I think it's interesting, right? So when you step back and think about the macro factors, right? Bitcoin's at, let's call it 80,000 right now as of the recording. We're significantly past the previous cycle's all-time highs, right? People are freaking out. People are losing everything. And, speaking as someone who's been in alts and heavily invested in alts for coming up on 8 years now, if not more, the reason that's the case is because people went so heavy into alts and alts at the top, right? So that's, and obviously not even talking about meme coins that almost all of them have went down 90, 95, 99%. So, that's one factor. But when you look at the fundamentals, I always tell people, this is not financial advice, this is whatever. But if you are kind of building your own crypto portfolio, you kind of want to have at least, my perspective is at least 50% Bitcoin. That has to be the foundation of your portfolio. That's really what everything is based off of. So you got people who jumped in, just bought a couple alts, bought some memes. If they got lucky and they sold, they're doing super well. But otherwise,
people are always to your point though, with Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin's a long time hold. I'd say I broke my number one rule of investing in FOMO bought at the end of the cycle. And I did I bought a FOMO buy of Hims when it was super high. And I remember putting that in our group chat. And you never know what's going to happen. But when something's 100%, I generally think it's a good idea to look at other options of investments, especially given the time horizon that it went up so fast. I still do believe in Hims as a long-term buy. I think that they're doing a lot of interesting things with the test kits, which I think will be really popular. I think the team that's running that company is super sharp. I don't think obviously the GLP-1 stuff was 15% of their business. I don't think that's a super big deal. With crypto, I don't feel that. Like I say $1 million, but that's down from my all-time high. That's not in the red. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel like I had generally a good buy on Hood. I think Hood's long-term optimistic. They're announcing the credit card. I think the fundamentals of everything I've bought is really good. Maybe the one exception to that could be Solana. You know, I still feel like Solana is a good buy. You know, maybe if the government, Trump did obviously tweet Solana, Cardano, and XRP, you know, which we still have to see kind of what happens there. But
Yeah.
I'm generally bullish still with leadership.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
and,
mean,
and 100%.
This is the thing. Like these markets right now, it's just so you could just tell how like scared everyone really is because like you said, 80,000 where Bitcoin's at 80,000 and people are like you could like if you didn't know the price action right now and you just read if you went on Twitter or X and you just read how people were talking about how it's over, man, like I lost everything, man, I'm ready to hang it up.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like the
You
memes are so crazy. Like
Yeah.
people go from like, this is dope, I'm making all this money, they flashing Rolexes, to like literally 72 hours later, me and Ben are sending back and forth memes in Instagram reels of people, you know, saying they're working at Chipotle and like McDonald's. You know, the
Yeah.
sentiment right now is literally flick your you know, hands, and it's
Like
but
what Sam said.
positive again in a couple weeks too.
Yeah,
but
like
let's
what
be
Sam
real.
said.
The problem was a lot of people. This is the thing. This is the problem with society in whole. People want to make money doing nothing. People are lazy, and that's it. And that's what draws all these people into this gambling scheme, like we spoke about in the last episode.
Yeah.
It's gambling. If you convince yourself, I don't care about what you say. At the end of the day, if you're buying a meme coin, you are either gonna sell on somebody or somebody's gonna sell on you.
Yeah, market makers are the casino at the end of the day. Like, I think that's what I forget it myself when we see these big downturns is the upswing, right? We had maybe 2 or 3 months of upswing. We were all super bullish and optimistic. The downswing happened in real big downswing on some of our big plays happened in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So I think I needed to have taken more, looking back at myself, a learning is I should have taken more earnings. You know, when I had those big swing days, you know, I was up $250,000 on Hood and app in one day. And I just was like, oh, this is going to keep going up. I get so crazy, dude. I literally send Ben $250,000 and I'm like, look at this. And he's like, dude, that's crazy. Why didn't I sell? Right? As soon as you're taking those,
bro.
as soon as you take those screenshots of your gains,
You
take
gotta
50%
start
off
selling.
the table. And I always make the same mistake. I'm literally going to listen to this podcast again in the next bull cycle and take those gains. And you guys got to hold me to that.
For
Bro,
everybody
100%.
listening, the top 3 rules, what would you guys say like would be the top 3? So the first one is when you're in that that euphoric feeling or you feel like, wow, look at me,
If you're telling a chick about your gains, you should be selling some of those gains.
Also, bro, let me just say, you shouldn't be telling chicks about your gains. Like, you got to keep that stuff like kind of
Friends
close.
in Miami telling chicks about XRP.
You gotta. I don't know, bro. You gotta keep it low. I don't know. I kind of like to keep things low key, but we could take it back. So step one. I mean, I would say rule one is in no order because this isn't. I would say rule one really is never invest more than you're like comfortable with losing, right? Like that's kind of the issue. I mean, bro, back to the crypto stuff. There's like accounts.
let's keep it
I follow on
short. Let's
Twitter.
keep it short for the people at home, bro. If they want to have three things that they
You
know.
want 3. So number 1, never invest more than you're willing to lose, right?
Okay.
When you're doing anything speculative, that's like when you're doing anything speculative, size for 0, right? So for memes, you got to be able to size for 0. If it goes to 0, you have to be okay with that. And that's kind of what I did. Number 2, when you feel that euphoria, I mean, when you feel that like insane, bro, I'm different. I'm just so different. I'm like, no one can invest.
The
Like
Miami mentality.
you might want to take at least your initials out. Now, I don't believe in like just ripping the whole thing, selling the whole thing, you know, because like it could really go up. But you want to at least like take some money off the table so you're not like, you know, regretting, damn, I round trip that thing. And then number 3, honestly, I mean, I would say just be in the game long term, right? Like if you're like a young guy, you know, we're all in our 20s, late 20s. If you're like that, I mean, even if you're like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, bro, you got a long time left to live. You got to be in this for the long haul. What happens is, and this is going to happen literally right now, people who lost all their money on crypto, like they are going to miss this period right now. Like I think if you have no alts, bro, the chance of you like not making money by buying right now as your initial entry is crazy. So
I
you
go
know,
back and forth on that though, to be honest, because like one of my rules personally is don't buy dog shit. Because I used to be the person that was same like buying, and I did well with Pepe Coin and all those things. I did make good gains, but I have like a pretty big bag that I can play with. You know, I think I've made way more money though buying good companies at the end of the day, like
yeah.
speculative good companies. And yeah, did I not sell Hood when I should have sold Hood? Yes, but am I still up about 50% buying Hood at
Yeah, but
just like $16 was my entry price on Hood. It's at
yeah,
32. Is Hood going to go retrace back to zero? No way. Whereas a lot of these cryptocurrencies, these altcoins, easily could retrace back
yeah.
to
Well,
zero if
I would say
fundamentals really change.
some of them could, some of them most likely won't. Right? Again, I'm not talking
But
about
it
just
doesn't
like,
represent any true value
well,
besides speculative value.
yeah. I mean, it represents like utility tokens, right? So they're used for like ecosystems, right? So they actually have use. Now you can argue what the price of that should be.
Yeah, but like, say for example, I just don't see a world where if those disappear, that the world's fundamentally different, to be honest. And
Yeah.
I think there's like arguments of utility, but I don't know anyone that wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I'm going to use my 50 Cardano to do this
Yeah,
thing that I
yeah.
need to do, in the day, right? Like,
I
whereas
know.
Robinhood, Hims, these are real services and companies that people work at, do real things, and have good outlooks,
100%. And
as
and
far
I
as
mean,
their
listen, we can add a rule number 4. I would say like know what you're buying and know what you're investing in, right? Like
yeah.
you're buying, when you're investing in the stock market, which is primarily where pretty much all my not all, but like the vast majority of my money is allocated to personally. I'm buying shares of real companies doing stuff, companies producing revenue, companies producing profits. Most of the time, they're profitable. When you're buying like Bitcoin, that's one thing. When you're buying utility alts, that's another thing, right? So if you think it's all the same and you have the same growth prospects, you have the same like long-term hold prospects, it's totally different. With Robinhood, bro, you know what? I don't think the issue is not selling the top. I think that's fine. If it's a growing company and you want to ride the roller coaster a little bit instead of trying to time the market, I think that's fine. If you feel good about Robinhood for 5, 10, 20 years, bro, you're gonna be probably maybe better off just by
Yeah, I just think you can take some. I think what the
yeah.
best play is you see Robinhood shoot up super high. Earnings come out. I was right on the earnings. I should have taken a little bit off the top. And I think one lesson that I've kind of had is like take some money off the top and then enjoy some of the money.
Yeah.
So, for example, I forget what play it was. It was I did really well with XRP. I bought XRP at 25. One of my friends said XRP is going to $3. Bought a good stack of XRP. I think 200K XRP at $1.25. Basically doubled that, and then I used that money to buy the part of the money to buy my G63. So that was like, but I normally would be like, let it ride, and I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to last. I didn't carry that mentality into other things, but I'm driving that car around now, and that's way more fun than staring at my screen, at the end of the day.
100%, man. I mean, if you're not enjoying your money, then it's really not worth. But let's get into it. Give us the spec. What's the spec breakdown? I know it's a 2025 G63, but give us a little insight.
Yeah, I love that car. I drove the 2024 G63. That's a G-Wagon. And it didn't have the touchscreen. The suspension was kind of whack. And then I really wanted Mercedes to update the car. They came out with the touchscreen. It's carbon fiber inside detail,
Wow.
black seats. I love that car. I was going to get like a more loud color, like the matte black or, the camo green or something crazy. But I was like, I want to have this car for the long term. I don't want to come off as one of those, crypto scammer people, and I want to kind of look like it's, it is what it is, but it's not more than that.
Just it's a nice car,
man.
bro,
When you see those cars, like even when I see a nice car, like I'll see a nice like maybe like a like a 488 or even like an SF90, but like they get like that that like gold chrome like friggin' they're like
trying too hard at that point. It's
like,
cooler for girls to not be trying too hard, in my opinion. Like,
bro.
when I pulled up on multiple girls in this car, dude, it does good. It does very good. The girls like I think the G63 is the best chick car, and that's part of my math, honestly.
Well, they want that car. Like that's like the car.
It's that in
like
the Urus.
Cayenne.
That in the Urus, they
Dude,
love.
I think this is better than the Urus. I honestly put a lot of thought into it, and I was almost gonna get a Urus. The Urus to me doesn't look hard enough. Like the Urus to me is like it drives by, and like sometimes I don't even see chicks turn their heads. to look
Bro,
at the
my
yurt.
guy is over here with he's got this, he's studying, bro.
Bro, I
Over
study
here like
chicks like I
Luke
study
Belmer, bro.
everything, dude.
He's
Yo,
taking notes, bro.
Every girl knows exactly what a G63 is, and they know exactly how much it
Bro,
costs.
they don't know. Let me tell you what they know. They know it's a G-Wagon, bro. They don't. They maybe know what an AMG is. I would say that's
No,
about
no,
it.
no, 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 Ben. You see,
Unless she's a professional, bro.
Ben doesn't
Unless
really
she's a
understand,
professional.
bro. Girls know exactly what a G63 is. Girls know exactly what a Richard Mill is. Girls know exactly what a Patek is. Girls know
know-
exactly. I'm telling you, Ben, you don't know because you're not. I don't know.
I
bro.
don't know, bro. I'm the one over here in Miami, bro. I don't know.
Listen,
Look
bro,
what you
I'm in
telling me.
my bro. I've been around, bro. I've been around the block once or twice. Listen to me, come on. But
Look at this
I'm
guy.
telling you. So these
It depends on the chick, right? Like I'm not my time period of my life right now, right? Or if I found my wife and she came up to me, I would maybe know, but the chicks I want to hang out with right now like to have fun. I'm in a fun period, like
Oh, my
and,
guy
like,
is in his young Zuck era, bro. We got the
Yo,
curly hair.
yeah, he's in his now.
I'm in my old Zuck era, dude. I'm
Yo,
new.
so
I'm
You're,
new.
you're
like
like,
that.
yeah, you're like Zuck right now, just
Yeah.
still
I
and
need to get a
younger.
chain though.
Yo, you
I
gotta
think
get the chain, bro. We
Yeah. So I don't know. The car's super fun. It's super fast. It's safe too. That's the other thing. I was driving back on the PCH one day, not my new car, an old car, one of my buddy's friends, and we're driving. I see this car fully flipped over, smoke coming out of it. And I'm going, oh my God, that guy's probably dead. That was in that car, ambulance, 100 feet up, person on a stretcher. And I'm like, what kind of vehicle could have done that and flipped over this car? I see a G-Wagon, which obviously was the car that hit this car, literally with a scratch on it.
Oh
And
yeah.
what's the point of being on the road, if you're not going to be, in a safe vehicle?
Yeah, you
at the
got to
end
be
of the-
safe, bro. I mean, the G-Wagon is kind of like a tank. I mean, it's a dope car.
And it's a tax
It's a dope
write-off.
car.
It is. It is. It's because
So-
it's over 6,000 pounds.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've the gas mileage is the only thing in the G63 though. The G-Wagon
15 or
gas
16?
mileage, it is $120 to fill it up about 3/4. So
No, but
and
like, what's the MPG, bro?
like 8. I would say in the city, so it eats gas. And then when
Yeah.
so it has regular mode and then it has sport and sport plus. And when you go in sport plus, dude, it's like it really just goes. Like it's literally like
Yeah.
driving the
It has a lot of torque. That's why. So it's like
crazy torque.
It's
Yeah.
But it eats gas. You literally, if you go, like you say, you go from one intersection
you'll
to
see
another
that.
intersection,
You'll see you go down.
you see the thing go down. Like
Right.
it's really crazy. Like compared to a Honda, dude, you can drive a Honda for 2 months and not need to fill up that tank.
Because it's a V8 bi-turbo.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? That the older ones used to eat even more gas because they used to be 6.3 liter. I don't know if you know about like the old AMGs. They were naturally aspirated. They didn't have a turbo, so they would be a 6.3 liter naturally aspirated V8. But now they have like 2 turbos. So I mean, it's way more.
You know what's a fire play that I do? Not to give away my whole strategy here, but the car has massage seats. So a girl gets in the car. That's the problem. I'm going to tell this story, and then that's like my whole shit's blown. I get
Bro,
in the
you
car,
can't let them
and we're
see it.
driving for a little bit. The sound system's going, and the girl, I'm like, sit back. And she's like, what? Like, sit back. And then I go, Mercedes, turn on passenger massage. And then she's like, and then, dude,
Bro, look at
literally,
this guy, yo.
I swear to
That's a
God,
menace, bro. The
it's
menace.
like
is
literally,
menace.
it's game
Jeez.
over after that. She's like,
Yo,
oh,
that's-
we're
gonna call you that.
What do you say?
We're gonna call you the menace of Venice Beach, bro. That's your new name. My guy's over here terrorizing, bro. Driving in the G-Wagon.
My boy's getting them.
Opening up the window, pulling up the
Prep.
people.
Dude, I just want my girls' team massage, dude. I don't want to keep it for myself. I want everyone on there to be walking loose.
Yo,
Bro,
guys.
you know what I like? I like the fan seat.
Guys, that's a clip right there. You guys want to get your shorty ready? When you get in, get the massage seats going before.
The massage seats. If you don't have massage seats in your car, what are you doing, honestly?
Yo,
That's
I
what
don't
everyone should be working for.
Car. Yeah, I don't think I do. Sam, do I?
You don't. No,
What do
you
you-
do. You do, but it's not like the
It's not
the
this.
Mercedes. The Mercedes has.
You have Mercedes too, Ben?
No, I got a Macan, little Porsche.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, it's nice, bro. It's comfortable. It's gets the job done. Gets you from point A.
Bro,
to
I got a vintage car.
Yeah, my guy's in with the old school car.
I got the old school.
Mustang?
I got a '67 DeVille. Now I'm playing. I got a '07 FJ Cruiser.
You know the Toyota?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the
The
Cruiser.
You know what car slaps that are pretty expensive, but I saw a guy with a beautiful chick. Like he was playing up up a couple levels. Like you could tell.
Yo, you got
I went out to Spago like 2 nights ago with a client, and this guy valets the car, like kind of not like an average looking guy, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, the hair's going out, like you could tell, like but he pulls up in a resto modded Mustang. Like it was probably like a 67 restored Mustang where they do like full electrical, like redo everything inside that car.
Wow.
Pulls up, it's just got that nice, like it just has that nice, like kind of sound. And then the chick that got out of that car was just so bad. Like blonde, just like no. But I don't like when it's like they had like a lot of work done. You know what I'm saying? But like this chick just had like that like I make good taste decisions type of fashion. You know, makeup done perfectly, like nothing like too much. Like a lot of LA, you see too much work, too much makeup. I feel like this kind of car is perfect though, because the guy, it's like you're not trying too hard. But everyone, like, that's cool to have, like, an old Mustang.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to lay some crazy knowledge on everybody right now, bro. Sam, I don't know if you're going to remember this, but when we were going to middle school, all right, I remember one time we were getting dropped off. I don't know if you were in the car. And in front of us is the janitor, all right? And he's getting dropped off in a red convertible. This guy is maybe, like, 5'2", 120 pounds, 115 pounds, bro. Janitor at the school getting dropped off in a convertible by this like blonde woman, skinny, tall, like 5'6", 5'7", bro. Hugs him, like kisses him goodbye, bro. And I see this, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. It's not about the car, it's not about the money. It's like obviously all that stuff is nice and helpful, but at the end of the day, bro, some people are just built different when it comes to that. And it's like
100%.
It's like, bro, that
charisma most important. I'm just saying, like,
it's not about money. You know,
it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, bro.
Like
but
when
you have to be careful,
when you're
bro.
when you're secure and you know that your bills are paid and you know that you can go out and your shorty can order whatever the fuck she wants from you, and you don't got to worry about it. If you don't got to start moving money around on your phone like when the bill that gives you that fucking aura, bro. That aura.
I'm telling you, dude, you pull up to a group of net new chicks, net new, like it's brand new, and you have like some like type of model girls here. You have these girls that get around. I'm not saying for your wife, like you don't want your wife to honestly even be impressed by your car, because that's not only the girl that you want. Really
that's big facts. We got to clip that, bro. Clip that. We got to run it back.
But it depends on where you're at, and I'm in kind of my like I'm doing well. We're all doing well. You know, we all have a little bit of money to spend, depending, and I don't think it hurts at all to just pick up a little extra aura points right off the bat. You know, because as soon as that chick sees that car, she's like, she's thinking a little like, oh, this kid isn't beat. He's not dusty. You don't need to try to sell yourself. You already have a little bit of
100%, bro.
It's
that.
Bro,
so
this
that,
is
there's
the thing,
something
that's exactly
to that.
right. Because girls, when they see the whole package, they'll make the decision. They'll make a better decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's like if you know how many times, like, bro, I'm telling you, girls. It's not like girls are all superficial, right? I mean, which they are, obviously, but like, how many times, Ben? How many times did we go out? And I have like this, like I'll rock like a diamond chain, and I'm telling you, that's like the first thing. Like a girl will come up to you, start feeling it up, be like, "Oh,
bro, well, this is the thing, bro. Let me say something on that, bro.
It's true. And these girls, and it doesn't matter if it's gold diggers, small diggers, bowl diggers. Guess what? The ice is broken. Now I'm gonna spit my game. Now it's over.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna take the other position here, bro. Because remember one time I borrowed your chain, bro, just to see like what would happen.
Is it a real?
Yeah.
No, it's a real diamond, all VS1.
So, bro, people were just like these shorties, bro. They would just come up and start touching it. But here's the thing. I'm gonna lay it down like this.
You don't want those shorties.
That's not the type of people you want to be dealing with. In my opinion, bro, that's for me. I was like, oh, is that real? Like, oh, how much was that? Oh, where'd you get that, bro? If that's like the question you're gonna start asking me, it's like, bro, we're gonna have a real issue. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? So it depends what you're looking for.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for a
That's
wife?
in the club though, too. Club situation's always a little different. You're getting a different type of chick in the club.
Yeah, but I would say that stuff matters a lot, bro. Like if you're just like living day to day, bro, with some normal individuals, like people want to know that you're not like starving. You know what I mean? They don't want to be like, bro, my man is.
Chick doesn't want purses. They want stuff. They want to like, they want status. A lot of girls don't want to work forever, so you're gonna want a beat dude who has literally a shitty, situation, or a guy that like instantly right off the bat wins the like, oh, this guy can provide for me. I'm gonna give him a little bit more of my ear. because it takes time to build the trust of like the top tier girls. You look at Instagram, this is why a lot of these guys will build up their profiles, is just for the social proof element. You look at
100%. Social
any
proof
of
is
these people,
critical,
right? It's just
But there's
social
like,
proof.
yeah, I mean, there's like so many ways, right? You got like the status social proof. You have like mainly it's all kind of like status games, right? It's like, oh, you're friends with these people, you have this kind of car, you have this kind of clothes, you live in this kind of building, bro. Like speaking of that, I'm like looking for a place right now in Miami, a new place.
Did you find
And
a spot yet?
what's up?
Did you find your spot in Miami?
So we might have just we put an offer in for a lease. You potentially got accepted. TBD. It's kind of like a nice building, super
kind of
nice.
spot?
What's up?
What kind of spot is it? Like, tell the viewers.
Well, I don't want to say the name.
Your
Bro,
address.
tell it's
I
a
don't wanna say the
2-bedroom,
villa.
2-bath. It's a
Well,
2-bedroom,
yeah,
2-bath
it's one with one
on
of
the
the boys,
water.
couple pools, little
Are you paying
rooftop.
extra to get like a little view, or what's the situation?
Listen, I'm a value person, right? It's all about the value. I'm trying to get a good value with the right stuff. It's got to be to quote Future, it's got to be the right one at the right time, you know?
Listen, I told them this. I told them, like I said, man, if you plan on being successful, if you plan on making a couple $100,000 a month, what's the difference between a $5,000 a month apartment or a $6,000?
Being Ben,
I mean, it would be 2.5.
so you're going low just to have the value.
Well, it's like nice. It's like super nice, but it's
So you
like
feel like it's like you're getting away with a good situation.
100%.
Well, he's
bro.
not living
I like to
alone,
get a
so
deal.
that's the thing. He's splitting it, so that's why.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So it's like here and again, it's not.
Why are you deciding to live in Miami too versus like moving over here in LA? Because I'm in LA right
Bro,
now.
I don't LA, bro. I mean, I like Miami, bro. I've been down here for a couple of years, been in a couple of different spots.
What
I
about
like
it though?
here? The only thing I don't like is the summers, right? It's like super a little rainy, too hot. But bro,
You
it's
gotta
there's
live with all the
good
crypto
community.
scammers down there.
Bro, that's
Nah,
the thing. That's
I'll
the thing
tell
about
you.
Miami.
I'll tell you why I'm here. I mean, I don't know if the viewers know, but I'm a gun YouTuber, and just based on like the legality wise and the amount of guns I can have, the different types of guns I can have, stuff like that, all around stuff like that. I need to be, in like a Miami type. Plus, I love the water. I'm on the water, so
What kind of guns do you have?
yeah. So I have a wide range from everything from pistol.
You're buying like guns and doing what with them?
Yeah. So
Jason Bourne type shit.
well, I do consider myself a sharpshooter.
That's good, though.
I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I'm not.
you need to know how to use them. I feel like.
Yeah. No. That's the main thing. Like, so on my channel, like I do all different types of like reviews, range content, like stuff like that. So try to just do like I just went to the range a couple days ago, and I was shooting on a bunch of different other stuff, and I was literally going where like I put the target as far as I possibly could, and I was trying to see like how many times how big of a one hole I can make it. So I kept on shooting the exact same spot where not 1 inch to the
So
left.
say we're out to dinner. I grab your girl. I'm like, give me all the fucking money. Like, give me all the fucking money. And I got her like this, like, and her head's like right here. My head's right here. I'm at like 20 feet away. Like, I'm starting to back away. You think you clip me or no?
Easy, bro.
I'll tell you,
got you with the
I'll
headshot,
clip you
bro.
good. And you know what's crazy?
With like a revolver? You think you'd be like right
No,
away? Like before I even
listen,
like got my
I
lines
think
out?
This is. I'll show you. This is my every.
He's gonna get
this-
a channel
If you
banned here.
monetize, bro.
So, no, no, it's trust me, I'm good with all.
Snipe you through the video screen.
I'm all good with the monetization policies. Actually, a big announcement last week. Your boy made YouTube partner.
Oh no way!
I was
What do you have to do to do that?
So there's like a few different criterias you need to
How
have.
long have you been doing YouTube for too?
So like, thank God I've been only really doing YouTube seriously for the last 3 months. So
And the niche you chose is you're doing like firearm content.
all different types of firearm contents. Originally, I'll give you a little backstory. Originally, because I'm a streamer first. Before a YouTuber. So I was doing streaming. I was actually partnered with Stake. And so I was doing gambling. Like I was
What's Stake for people that don't know?
So Stake is like one of the largest crypto casinos in the world. They have it all, literally all throughout the world. And then they just have, in the last couple of years, they have stake.us where they kind of like circumvent the laws because you buy gold coins and then the gold coins are transferred for crypto. So they kind of have that loophole there where you're allowed to be a casino.
So you're streaming there and then you transition to YouTube.
So
like,
I'm streaming. So I'll give you my whole backstory, because a lot of people do ask, because they, because I'm closing in on 10,000 subscribers in the first 3 months, and a lot of people do ask, like, how do you get that kind of engagement? Because a lot of people they'll get that video that blows up, like they'll get that 5 million view video, but it doesn't translate to subscriptions. It gets a lot of eyeballs, but it doesn't transfer to, it's kind of like a one and done, like a one hit wonder type of deal.
Yeah.
Where in my grind, so I originally started just clipping my streams, like Baccarat, roulette, stuff like that. And I would post it on my YouTube. And then I kind of realized I actually started doing like food content. See, it's a pretty, I started doing food content where I would, take different videos from different restaurants all over Miami.
Like food porn.
Yeah, like all types of food porn, literally. And then one day, I don't know why, like I'm posting cars, I'm posting because I'm also like a big watch guy. So I was, doing watch, like I was thinking like everything lifestyle, everything lavish, that's kind of the mind frame I was in. And then I just posted one video from me shooting guns. And I'm talking about, I posted maybe 50 videos
You
before.
posted this video on your YouTube?
Yeah, I posted a video of me shooting guns on YouTube, and it blew up. Like,
what are you doing in this video that you think made it like blow up? For those that are like looking to get started on YouTube.
Oh,
like,
perfect. So I'll tell you this much. The sound matters so much. So I paired me shooting with the song. I don't know if you guys like. It's called Mother. It's like one of those songs.
Yeah,
it's like,
now I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's like one of those songs you'll hear.
Cover of it?
I did the cover, bro. I'm
yeah. I could let's see if it comes out. I'll get a little snippet.
Wait, so you just took the video didn't really have like, it wasn't like you were doing like Mr. Beast, like today we're gonna shoot like
no,
$100 gun and $1,000 gun, like that'd be kind of cool.
That's actually a really good idea. The thing is, with what I've realized with YouTube, it's really hard to build up your audience at first. It's very hard to do with actual like long videos because people are very,
Get bored.
If people get bored so quick, like it's actually ridiculous how quickly people
bored right now. He's not even what are you doing over there, Ben?
So
quick.
That's why
I'm not bored, bro. I'm listening.
So back to what my point was. I posted that first video with guns. It blew up, and that's how you find.
How many views did you get on that video?
That video, it got, and it's crazy. It maybe 1,000 views, but comparatively to 40 views, 50 views, it felt like I was on top of the world. So with 1,000 views,
so now you have this video that blows up. You're growing to 10,000 subscribers. First question is like, how soon can you start making money from all this stuff? And then I'm interested, just like if you have kind of 3 tips for people that want to start posting on YouTube to make money from this stuff.
Yeah, 100%. So I would say how long until you start making money is all dependent on how business savvy you are, right? Where when I first met, I'll be quick with this. So when I first met, just by like being out in the open, like I had 300 subscribers. And I was going around to gun shops saying, yeah, I'm a gun YouTuber, man. I do guns, blah, blah. Like, that's just how I was talking. And I said, I'm a gun YouTuber. And the guy behind the counter, he said, I'm a gun YouTuber too. I have about 40,000 subscribers. And I was like, oh, yeah, 40,000. So I started picking his ear. And I was like, well, this guy makes about $17,000 a month just off of his YouTube, But he wasn't even monetizing himself correctly. So that's why I get back to the point where it all depends on how quickly you can monetize yourself. If you can reach out to the proper brands with 1,000 subscribers and you could start making a little bit of money. What I would say is until your YouTube is making more money than your 9-to-5, your day job, you keep your day job, right? Because, obviously, like we have to be realistic. There could be, it fluctuates. But
Yeah.
the 3
So
point.
what would you say are like the 3 takeaways you've had
So
though?
the 3
following up
takeaways
on YouTube?
is first, it's consistency. You have to post religiously every single day. Second point,
On YouTube, because Mr. Beast is only posting like what, once a month?
so when you already have that following, it's kind of like people are waiting for it. But when you don't, this is the problem with YouTube algorithm. Before you have a couple hundred of subscribe, even maybe 100 subscribers, even typing in your name you won't find yourself. The algorithm suppresses any very low, like if your videos are getting 5 views, 10 views, the algorithm suppresses that. So the way out of that is another big tip, guys. If you're starting your YouTube, when you're posting your videos, always at your account. You have to, in the comment, in the bio, when you post your video, at your account, and that's going to register with the algorithm. So when you type in your account, if another person types in your account, it'll pop up. Even if your account won't be found, they'll find your video. So that's a huge one, because a lot of people who have good content, they're not even getting eyeballs. So that would be the second one. And the third one is be kind to everybody that comments. I'm being so serious. It sounds stupid, but people have power, especially in the field I'm in. I've learned, first off, even if because people, there's always going to be haters. And if you respond to them in a snarky way, call them out, they're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna report your video. I'm gonna tell 5 of my friends to report your video for illegal blah 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 or this that," and they could it really F you up. So you always have to be kind to people and try to just bring positivity to the space, because there's a lot of haters, but don't let them get to you, because
Yeah.
that's the main point.
Yeah, let me jump in here. So, I mean, there's this concept of having like 100 or just like 1,000 like true kind of fans and followers and people who are actually like going to be the ones who support you, like the ride, not the ride or dies, but like the ones who are watching all your videos, engaging with your stuff. People think, back when I was doing, like, I started podcasting back in 2018, right? And I was before, it's crazy. We're doing this now, and I'm like, damn, it's 100 times easier to be podcasting right now, because you got all these AI tools. I was trying to do the transcript myself. I was trying to like do all that. It was like way harder back then, back in like 2018. I built like, pretty decent following of people who would like hit me up and be like, yo, I like this episode. I like this person you interviewed, all that kind of stuff. And, got some really good, like, kind of opportunities from that, both like personal and like financial. And, I will say, like, a lot of people think they have to get to 100,000 subs, 1 million subs, 10 million subs. It's like, bro, you can start kind of like what Sam was saying, 1,000 subs, bro, depending on what niche you're in. I mean, you could be monetizing the hell out of that, and you don't even need that many people. You get, whatever, 150 people paying you $50 a month, bro. You probably just replaced your 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? You increase it to
Ben,
like
let me tell you
service.
this is the thing.
Yeah.
Until I got into the space, I never understood, like a lot of people really build like serious connections with you. Like, I have people that literally pay every single month, like monthly. It's like a monthly subscription for my streams to watch me, to be able to, like write super messages, or to like have the top comment. And you interact with these people, and like people think, oh man, you're like, it's like, why are these people giving you money? It's because a lot of people, and this can go to a bigger societal thing, where a lot of people are just lonely. Like, they're not having conversations with people. And then this goes back to the OnlyFans epidemic, where people are like, oh, why doesn't guys just watch porn for free? Well, it's not the porn aspect, it's the interaction aspect.
Yeah. And
I legitimately feel that there's more of a demand for connection and relationships than there is a supply right now. There's an imbalance, because I believe that there can be a lot more creators and people that are building brands and creating things that people feel connected to, because there's just so many people out there that feel that they're not connected to anyone or have not found their community. So that presents a big money-making opportunity.
A lot of people who are listening to this might resonate. Like me, bro, during COVID, I went heavy into podcasts. Like, I was, going on those, I was in New York City at the time, and, I wasn't like staying in my house all day, but I was going outside. I wasn't like seeing that many people, but I was just spending an hour, 2 hours just like walking around. And bro, I would listen to so many podcasts, and like, I would literally feel like I was in that conversation. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people get into that mentality, right? Whether it's like, you're consuming YouTube content, and it's not all bad. I think it's actually really good. I learned like a crazy amount of information from that stuff, but at a certain point, it does get a little too much, right? Like I would say with the whole OnlyFans thing, it's really crossed the boundary because, you know, besides the point, I think no one should be consuming any of that content, free or not free. I think it's really bad for you. But let's say whatever you're going to consume it, a lot of these people are spending $500, $5,000 a month, bro, and they even kind of know they're not talking to who they think they're talking to, bro. They're talking to some digital pimp, some guy who's living in a penthouse.
A lot of guys are sick,
bro. And so you're one of those guys living at Icon, bro, who's, you know, you're paying his $12,000 a month rent.
It's fun to poke and prod, but the problem is, like I've said, 90% of girls are after 5% of guys. That's just it. That's just it. Like, that's just it.
I mean, let's do 80-20, bro. Let's do 80-20 because it's really more of a...
Bro, Ben, this is
the girls are after the lowest percentage of guys. I'm not saying... I think we all can fit ourselves into the top percent, but, you know, the more you can do, obviously, to be in that percent, the better. I agree. Like, I think with Andrew Tate, you get these guys that, you know, highlight the lonely man complex that a lot of dudes have. And I think a lot of dudes just feel bad for themselves. They get trapped in what I would even call the reverse matrix, where they put themselves in a matrix. That's basically, oh, I can't compete with other guys. I can't get out there. I can't start doing my own thing. I need to pay Andrew Tate or someone else to basically learn, you know, how to do these things. But there's so few guys that are willing to just go out there, join a club, join like a volleyball group, you know, just get yourself out there and go into stuff. And that's really kind of how you change things up, or even 100%. Starting like your own YouTube. You know, it's like crazy how few people are willing to take that first step to actually kind of start doing something and just want like the easy way of like, I'm just going to subscribe to OnlyFans, or I'm just going to, you know, make an AI girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. You know, it's so crazy to me sometimes that just like, it's hard to get started, but once you get started, so much gets unlocked for you in terms of your network and your, you know, peace of mind 100%. And just like, mental well-being.
It's funny you say that, right? So yesterday I was at an event. I was at Aspire. It was my second time there. Really, really cool, like solid business event. It's like this, like, you know, business event. They had one. I think they do them monthly. Actually, I didn't even realize how often they do them. But they had one in Miami last year, and they had one in Fort Lauderdale. Literally like a 20-minute drive for me to get there. So I pulled up to both. A lot of good speakers. I mean, Gary Vee. I was kind of lucky. He doesn't speak in most of these, but he spoke to the two that I've been at. And bro, I still remember I was interning in Boston back in 2016, and I get into the Uber. I was like one early like user for like Uber Pool. I was literally doing like
that shit was huge.
Bro, I got 40 Uber pools for $80. Bro, I was like one of the earliest people ever like for Uber Pool. So I literally would Uber every day for $2. And I was in the car, and I remember, bro, there's this guy on the radio like just going crazy. And I'm like, bro, this dude's different. Who is this? And it was Gary Vee. And the same shit he was saying back in like 2016 about like, you got to get on content, talking about like Amazon, talking about, you know, all this like social stuff, bro, stuff is still like just as applicable as it is today. And he's still saying the same stuff, except he went into like a whole AI diatribe and like, bro, if you don't know AI, you're like dead. You know what I mean? And it's kind of true. And it's like, bro, I remember he was talking about social. You got to be posting. You got to be posting every day. You got to be like doing stuff if you want to be a content creator. And it's not like if you want to be a content creator. If you want to be successful in your field, if you want to establish a brand for yourself, if you want to like differentiate for yourself from the other 3 billion people, bro, like you got to like build something. And the way to do that is for better or for worse, like putting out content. That's kind of why we just started up this podcast. It's like, bro, we were having these conversations, literally not recorded conversations where we're talking about business. We're talking about like what you're doing with e-com. We're talking about what everyone's buying in the market. And it's like, bro, let's just record this, package it up, put it out there, and let's see what value people can get from it. And, you know, obviously that's, you know, that's going to come back to it too, because, you know, I could get more clients for investing stuff. You get more clients for your products.
Sam, you never know how stuff's going to come around.
So it's literally, bro, it's like there is no reinventing the wheel. It's really just like you got to go out there and you got to do the work. Like Sam, like I've been watching Sam, bro. This guy's been locked in every day, grind. And my personal belief,
people only see when you're at the top too. I fell into the same trap. I was posting on my Instagram. I was doing some Amazon content because I worked at Amazon for 5 years, and then I was like, all these fake people out here are pretending that they know how to sell on Amazon. And then I think you saw this, Ben, but this other guy, this big Amazon influencer, pretended that he was selling a product and that was doing like 50K a month. I'm watching his video and this guy has like a Lamborghini, you know,
Bro, that
he's
guy had
got a
5 or 6
McLaren.
cars in
Guys,
the
let's call
garage.
him out. Let's call him out. Clip it. We'll have a nice clip. Let's call him out. Wait, who was it? Was it
No, I don't want to get involved because him and I already had our beef, you know, and it's not really worth it.
we all, you know what's crazy? He didn't even tell me. Ben didn't even tell me, and I know it's one of two people. It's either a Caucasian dude or a man who hails from the
Yeah, people will know. People will know the situation, and people who are skeptical will be skeptical of the whole thing. But there was a video posted where a product I felt was claimed to be his, and I felt like it was a misleading video. And I made a video saying this guy's saying this product is his when it's actually my product. Like, how crazy is that to literally see your product being claimed to be someone else's product? And I was like, this is so crazy because so many people fall for this, buy the course. There's like no refunds in these courses. And this guy's charging, you know, who knows how much money to basically sell people through. And I started posting my own content, but it's hard because you go from, you know, whatever you're at, a couple thousand followers to, you know, maybe getting 100 every here and there type video, but you have to stay consistent. And that's the hard part. I make money from other stuff. I do well with my agency and things, but I do give people credit that build up these followings, you know, because the consistency is the hard part. But if I was going to put it all on the line for that, you know, and really try to build that, I would do that. I just don't want to come off as artificial, but it is tough in a landscape where so many people are fake.
And here's what I'll say.
This
is why I've been so compelled to like make content again, right? Like when I was you know doing the podcast initially, I was literally just like interviewing like founders, CEOs, investors, like people who were like, you know, doing it and literally just kind of like letting them talk and obviously adding my input because I like was, you know, super involved in that space. You know, now it's kind of like, bro, like you're saying, there's these guys, a lot of them. And the sad part is, you know, a lot of these people selling courses and selling info products, selling coaching. I'm not even saying that this is a scam because at the end of the day, people pay for college and that's probably more of a scam than all that stuff. But you're not getting like the best people who are actually like the ones building those businesses and able to invest and doing all that stuff. You're literally just buying the products from people who are the best marketers and the heaviest like salespeople. Because I've been on these calls and it's like, bro, you like where you are in life, bro? You want to live like this for the next 20 years, bro? You want to take action, bro? Straight up just like that. And, you know, I was like, damn, this is a good salesperson. You know, it didn't work on me, but it works on a lot of other people.
Yeah, you're like, oh, like I do want to have a hot girlfriend, you know? Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. Well,
And I've fallen into that stuff too, bro. Unfortunately for me, it's usually by people I know. So that's a whole separate thing.
another whole interesting thing too, we made me think of was I think it's really glamorized how having like a lot of followers is the best kind of business angle for growing your following. And even though I got up from, I think I was at maybe 400 followers when I first started posting on Instagram, which I know is low, but as I started posting the content, I got up to like 2,500 followers or something like that. But it's the quality of your followers too.
1,000%.
So I was getting followers that were messaging me and being like, oh, I love this video. Do you sell a course? I probably had 15 or 20 people, like swear to God, that messaged me and said, do you have a course? And I literally did not have the bandwidth to make a course and whatever. And I was like, I don't really want to do one-on-one coaching for, you know, $1,000 a month or something like that, unless I can get, you know, a lot of people. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of headaches. You know, maybe it's worth it at some point. But the value, though, is so high. Whereas even if you had 400,000 followers, like, you know, I don't know, some of these guys like Iman Godzi or one of these, you know, I think he's got a couple million now on Insta.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, his audience is probably really good. It's hard for me to say, but I think there's a lot of low quality followers that he has.
Bro,
as
and
part of his
let me
network.
lay some sauce down on the people here, bro. So
What
I
kind of
didn't
sauce
know
is
this. I didn't know this until I kind of got into like the digital media like consultancy space, right? Where you know we can help people if your account gets if it gets banned, fixing all that stuff, review issues, you know, PR, all that kind of stuff. But bro, the amount of the amount of legitimately like famous people that pay for followers is insane. Like I found this out because like people, there's like a business, right? And it was really big, really, I think between like the whole COVID era, you just pay people money and they'll like do followers. And a lot of these are like fully botted followers. So like if you go to like a big account, right? If you go to a big Instagram account in particular, right? And you see like following 3,000 people, they got like 1 million followers, just click on some of their posts. Don't click on the top 3 because usually they got 3 posts that are pinned and they run literal ads and bots to those posts. So you'll see like 70,000 likes, 40,000 likes, 30,000 likes. look at like some of their older posts. Number 9, number 14, bro. It's like 140 likes, like 800 views, and some of them, bro. If you click on it, you literally will see like total bot accounts, just like total makeup, like the XYZ.
Yeah, literally like a bunch of numbers.
So
and it's like
it's
just
so
a
funny.
picture of a cartoon.
It's so funny because everybody is like comparing themselves to like this stuff. And until you're behind the scenes, bro, you don't realize how much fugazi is going on. Like, and I'm talking about real celebrities too. Like, there were like literal giveaways where there was like, I would say like B-list celebrities like paying to be a part of these giveaways because they need to like keep their brand. And then of course you got like the info product sellers and like the OF models and all that stuff. So it's
so ridiculous.
It's
having high followers now is the equivalent of having a Gucci belt on, you know, back in 2016. It's just the fact is it's more about the value of the followers than the amount of followers. Obviously, if you can have both,
100%.
that's the best case scenario. But you're way better off with 2,000 high value followers.
1,000%, bro. I've been considering like putting my stuff on private. The only reason I haven't is because like I want to be putting out content, and I feel like if you're doing that, you kind of have to like, you know, for it to go
You just
viral.
want your family in Mexico to see your content.
You don't want the second family to find out about it.
Yo, Ben, I'm gonna have to jump now.
All right, broski. Oh, yo, we can end it right here. I mean, anyone want to do any like any final notes, or if not, I mean, we could just wrap it up right here. It's another episode in the books. I mean, I'll say this, guy. I think what we're doing here is like really important, right? We're kind of keeping it real, keeping it raw, kind of giving people the inside. Dakota, next episode, bro, we got to talk more about your e-commerce businesses because a lot of people listening want to get into e-commerce, and you're one of the very, very few people that are actually running profitable e-commerce business with multiple profitable brands. You're doing it on Amazon. You're doing it direct. People want to know, like, bro, should I use Shopify?
It's not coming from courses neither, right?
Yeah, and my car has massage seats,
right here, bro. We give them massage right here. They want to buy some of your stuff.
But that's the thing. It's like I feel like all of us are doing pretty well, you know, with what we have going on, you know. So we don't have anything really to like sell right now to anybody, you know. And I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, like we're gonna sell something down the road. Like that's not the plan here. The plan is to obviously to build up the personal brands, you know, which would be great, you know. And if we come out with really good tools at some point or something that's like actually really valuable, it's easier to get it off the ground, of course. But there's nothing here to be sold. We're just 3 guys who like to have a good time and have made some good money, and hopefully a few people can learn, you know, how to do the same along the way.
Man, I'm telling you, we're dropping gold.
100%. All right, boys.
Massage seats alone. Let's go, guys. But yo, it's been a good one. We'll catch up.
Boys. We'll talk next week.
Good.
Adios.
Take it easy.
Download, dropping heat.